Everybody, my name is Kyle Kelk, and welcome to my Week 2 Milestone update for ADP1 1406. I have to say, as of right now, I'm feeling pretty good about my app. Was at the start of the week feeling a little hesitant. Wasn't too sure if I was going to actually be able to get this done, but I can actually safely say that I am on schedule as of right now. I had gotten everything done that I wanted to this week. I was able to implement all my features, which was to include a user login screen, your main screen that you first land on, a create the user screen, which will allow a user to create a new user ID and password. That will then save to the iOS keychain, so it's saved in there all the time. It's encrypted, everything's safe. So now when you go back to your login screen, you can log in with the exact same ID and password you just created, and once you do that, you go to a tabbed view. Right now the first tab is blank. It wasn't one of my features I wanted to get implemented this week because that would have been way too much and would have thrown me off schedule. But then you click on the create new box score, you go to that screen, and I implemented all the features I wanted to there. There were a few minor things that I took out, and that was purely based on usability in the UI, and it was 4 individual stats for players. I believe it was putouts, assists, stolen bases, and walks. You can't keep track of those. I just didn't have the space, and if I made the UI elements any smaller, it'd be very, very hard for any of the users to actually be able to use. So I was able to get all that working. It's a lot of code, a lot of IB outlets, but I was able to get it all working. I'm going to show it off here in a second, but as of right now, I'm feeling pretty confident about my project. I'm feeling good. I was able to get everything, like I said, done that I wanted to, even added in a few different alerts that I didn't previously intend to have, but I'm going to now show you the application that's done so far. It looks pretty plain Jane, but it works from what I needed to have feature-wise, so here goes nothing, and I hope you enjoy seeing my project so far. So here we are in the Xcode. I'm just looking at the storyboard right now to kind of give everyone just a kind of flow of how the application would work and what it looks like right now. And as you can see, this would be the first screen you come to, the login screen. So if you have a login and everything already made, you're going to enter in your information, log in, everything will be hunky-dory. If not, you're going to create a new user for Batters Up, the name of my app, and you'll come down to your screen here, and you'll just enter in new user information, create a new username, password. I won't be able to show you this on mine. I already got the username and password made, so this I won't be showing off when I actually run the application. And I do apologize if this ends up getting very laggy. The UI elements, there's a lot of them, and it's really made my Xcode slow down quite a bit. And as you can see here, these are by no means the final colors. I actually just sort of needed them so I could keep lining up all my different UI text fields. And as you can see here, your position players, there's in total 18, 9 players and then 9 subs. So you go through all that, you come over here, and then you have your individual stats. So that's another 18 players times another 9 individual stat parts. And as you can see, each one's then their own UI text field. So it's a lot of UI elements there. It's a lot of text fields. It took a long time to make the code, and not to mention a very long time to hook up all the outlets correctly. And here in the middle, this is going to be where a user is going to be able to update what happened during the game. So I'll show this off actually working when I start it up. But these are all UI buttons, every single one of them. They all start out this default. I was able to use an IB outlet collection, which made things a lot easier because actually for this top row, I just labeled it player 1 buttons, and then I just linked every single button to that IB collection. So that was a really, really good thing to have. It made things a lot simpler instead of making out another, I don't even know how many IB outlets I would have needed for that. I believe it's 108 IB outlets if I would make every single one individual. I'm thinking that is what I ended up with. But now, let's show off some of these features here. Again, I can't create a new player, but that'll be okay. I'm just going to show if I just log in like this, what happens. It's wrong, it failed, I didn't enter anything in. Even if I go, I'll enter the correct username, but I'll just type in a bunch of gibberish into the password. If I try to log in, it tells me that something doesn't match the username or password. So now we'll just go back. Actually, we'll click that, make it easier. And I still entered in the wrong password, so that wouldn't have worked again. Let's use the right one. Login succeeded. Okay, as you can see, it brings up my next view. Of course, there's nothing in here right now. It wasn't one of my features I wanted to get working. So click on New Box Score, and here I am in here. I'm just going to quickly show off entering information in a couple different areas here. I'll go picture as well. And then if I click on first inning, this guy comes up. He didn't do, let's say he didn't do so hot. He's an out. So as you can see, it updates. Let's go into the second inning. The second player of the team comes up. He did real good. He hit a home run. And as you can see, all the bases then got darkened to indicate a home run. And if I go, let's just go one more guy here, and let's say he walked. So as you can see, it updates everything correctly. Takes out UI elements that are in the way. Click close. Everything pops back up the way it should. And now the save button doesn't work this week. Wasn't one of my features I wanted to save or get working. So I have the clear box score working. So click it. Everything clears away. Everything works that I wanted to get working. I just now need to focus on next week getting the save to work and getting all my previous games saved and then displaying again. Thank you all for watching. I apologize for the longer video, but I wanted to really showcase everything I had working so far in my application. And thank you for your time, and I hope you all had a great week.